Good morning, Liam. How you doing, mate? Hello, Sue. Good morning, Lou. Actually seeing you here. I don't know what I'm doing. You really don't want to know. All right, are we on both? Yes. All right, let me get a website loaded up as well, because we can start hammering everybody on that. How is everybody's day? I'm all right, thanks, Liam. Nice early start into town. Did all the bits and bobs I had to do in town. Yeah, not too bad as it is at the moment. I knew that I wouldn't remember where I put that box. Not in there. I'm not fussed. Come on, it's flickering everywhere then. I don't know why that was. Apparently, if you're on YouTube now, if you look in the yeah, definitely. If got a sore throat, bless you. If you look in the description of the video on YouTube now, you'll have links to everything else. So on the YouTube, you'll have the links to all the merchandise, to mixed blogs. That's literally underneath. If somebody can just check that for me. Not that I'm aware of, Oceans, unless you know something that I don't. Where are you? Lorna, good morning, Lorna. Judith, good afternoon. Hi, Chris, how you doing, mate? Jack, good to see you. So yeah, if somebody can just check on the YouTube only, in the descriptions underneath, where it tells you about the video, you know, and all about the Great British Coin Hunt, there should now also be something, links in there to all of the merchandise and everything. So it's a lot easier when we're talking about something. You can just pop on there and find it. Oh, I think I'm not 100% Jack, but I think Lou's just saying, like, you know, trying to promote mixed blogs, because he does a brilliant job, and he's feeling a bit sort of left out, if you like, at the moment. No, it's just purely Mick's feeling a bit left out at the moment. I'm sure there's more people reading his blogs, but where they're not leaving a like or a comment on it, he's struggling a little bit at the moment. Are you saying there's no links there, Liam? Oh, okay. They should have been added onto it today. I'll let them know. No, nobody can't see any. Right, okay, I'll tell him then. Because they were supposed to have been added about 2 minutes ago. Let me have a look. Who was it that messaged me? Just can't see you. Hello, Sue. Hello, Madeline. Good to see you. Oh, that's okay. Good. I'm listening, but drilling the sea glass at the moment. So we're popping in and out with the odd comment. That's all right. That's all right. So I'm just going to quickly nip up my YouTube to see what's going on there, because that was meant to make things a lot easier for everybody. But obviously it's not going to work like that then. for some unknown reason. No, there's nothing there, is there? Oh, it's strange. There's nothing there at all. Okay, so where are they meant to find it then? I don't know. Oh, right, okay. So on the next live, they should be working on the next live. They'll be there. Okay, that's not a problem. Oh, of course, yeah, I did. No, yeah, I came on here earlier on to create this broadcast. Yeah. Sorry, Matt. So from the next one, who's coming on at 2? I forget who was coming on at 2 o'clock now. Steve Fraser coming on from 2 till 4. No, 2 till 5. So from Steve's stream, it should be all live and ready for that. So just keep an eye on that. Sorry about that, Matt. I didn't even think about that. I was just having a little play around this morning and putting things like that up. I didn't realise. Right, anyway, we're done there anyway. Right, so let me get my other link up and we can have a look. The raffles that were drawn yesterday are being sent out in today's post. So there are now new raffles up and ready to go. So let's have a look at what raffles we've got up there now and which ones are doing well. Obviously, the big one is the Christmas tree raffle. Please don't forget about that. We've had some contact with them. They're really excited about what we're doing. And I think if it sells out £500, it will go to British Coin Hunt. His link is on your chest. It's not a tattoo, I promise you. If it sells out, it's £500 that goes to help terminally ill kids at Christmas. Well, it helps them all year round, but it gives 5 families some sort of a holiday break. So a brilliant course, and the sooner we can get that sold out, the better. So it's Donna's Dream House. Where are the 2018s? They are on the site. And if you don't believe me, Javid, I will prove it to you again now. If you're going to make me, embarrass you and make you look silly, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Which ones exactly is it that you're talking about? No, I didn't tell you Isle of Man. We were talking about penguins, not Isle of Man. What Isle of Man coins are you talking about? You're confusing me now. Because apparently everybody's having trouble finding the penguins. Ah, yeah, you're talking about this, the sapphire coronation ones, the gold stagecoach, the coronation oath, them ones you're talking about. Yeah, they're still on the site. None of those have sold out. Yeah, I didn't. No. I said the full set wasn't there. There was 3 of them on there. Ahmed, good morning. They're at the zoo. Yeah, no, I got the picture that you sent me. I didn't show you a picture. I showed you some coins. No, they're not the ones. They're for somebody else. Yeah, and these ones are on the site. So it was that one. That one. And that one. And they're all still on the site. So it was only the 3 that I showed you. But this aren't all that was my point. No, I know there's more to the set, but you were saying they weren't on the site. The 3 that I showed, yeah. 3 out of 5 that I showed you were on the site. You're starting to confuse me now. Yeah, the other 2 aren't on the site. I know that. Good morning, Silly. Good to see you, mate. We had a Sherlock Holmes 50p and now £2 last night. It's mental. I had a 50p and a £2 bag, in a 2p bag. It was crazy stuff. Right, so I'm going back to the raffles before Javid fries my brain again. So Donna's Dream House. There's still 39 tickets on that. So we've had contact with them, and obviously it was set up in aid of a girl called Donna, who obviously passed away with terminal illness. But her dad's going to be in touch, which would be really nice to get a chance to speak to him. The Gruffalo coin packaging and COA, that is back in stock again, $1.75 a ticket. There's a really good one there, a sheet of 30 commemorative 50p's, and they're only £1 a ticket. You've got your £200 investment, $2.50 a ticket. That one, although it's an investment, you can use your points and your codes and everything else on that. Let's do 1973 class Batans, 50p's, only 50 tickets available. Suffragettes 50p's, only 50 tickets available, £3 a ticket. There's only 17 left on that one, so that could go pretty quick. The mystery parcel, that one's going quite well. That is a cash only one, mind you, and that is 60 left on that. But it's £728, something like that. The A to Z album is back in stock and back on there. The Frankie, there's still 19 left on Frankie. Raw Mint package Gruffalo is back on, as is the Peter Rabbit. These all sold out yesterday. Sea King helicopter, that's there. Wedgwood is still all back on because that one sold out as well, didn't it? So check the raffles because there's a lot. They've been updated and put back on there. Hi, Polly, you better not be in the pub already. That's outrageous if you are. So yes, there's a lot of not new, but a lot of the raffles that sold out have been updated again. But please just read the rules on them. If you are going to do it, then please read the rules, because some of them are only cash. And if it is only a cash one, it will specifically say cash only. So please only do that. Say cash, it'll probably say card only. But make sure that you're doing that. Good afternoon, Disney. She's not in the pub yet. That's all right. I thought she was going to have a head start on me, and that wouldn't have been allowed. Right, let's go for it. Oh no. Okay. We'll have that one. That's right. I said I'd buy a couple more tickets today, so that's what I'm doing. Lou was just sending you some links. I know she put the links up for the coffee cups, mugs. They're £9.95 each, and they come plain with the Great British Coin Hunt on them, or you can have the Great British Coin Hunt with Ian's Bandits underneath that. So the choice is yours. The same pricing for both, but there's only 25 in stock, and I know a lot of the CJs bought some up yesterday. So if you want to buy one of them, you're going to have to get in quick. If you can't find anything on the website, tell us, and Lou, whoever else is in, will pop up links for you. If you're looking for the cups and the t-shirts, I'm not sure why, but they're in the upgrade section. So just go across to the upgrade and have a look at that section for that. Guys, how come I've got so many emails just come through? Right, yeah, no, that one's been done. Oh, that's my eBay orders. That's all been done. That's all done. I've just ordered another one of my pieces of 8s from eBay, so I'm quite excited for that one. Good morning, Will. Good to see you. So yeah, it's all going well. Right, let's get the first one out of the way and do that straight away. We can do that. So we're going to do your giveaway nice and early, get it out of the way, although there will be more, no doubt, throughout the day. Although at the moment we're struggling for CJs, so I don't know what's going to be happening. So your first one's going to be for the... Why have I lost my page now? I don't know. Oh, because I just made a purchase, didn't I? So the first one will be for the Gruffalo COA. It's not the coin, it's just the Gruffalo with the COA giveaway. So I'm going to put up a word for you all to comment. Only comment once, because you won't get it if you're commenting 20 times. If you copy Gruffalo now, and that's for the Gruffalo packaging, signed packaging thingy-majiggy that's on there for $3.95, I think it is. And you can get it for nothing. You won't even pay the postage. And if you don't want it, you can always crack it on eBay, can't you? Get yourself a couple of quid on eBay. Good to see you, Ron. Well, we've all started. It took me a while for it to catch up. But we get there in the end. Just leave that one running for a minute. Oh, how come that went in there? That shouldn't have gone in there. Hi, John. Good to see you, mate. Nice. Right, we'll leave it there then. Don't seem anybody else wants to have one. So let's go and draw that for you now. Where am I going? I'm going to random. Okay, let's check who that it was. And that was Judith L. Judith, congratulations. Let me see if I can do this without knowing who you are. Find a customer. I've got you. Got you there. I'm guessing that is. Yeah, must be. So we get that one sorted for you now. Oh, and I don't know, whenever I type in Gruffalo on here, I always miss out the R. Joe, water. Discount. There we go. And that's been done for you, Judith. So you should get an email anywhere now to tell you that order's been done for you. Oh, don't you start this again, Disney, because the last time you started that's when Louise went a bit freaky and started telling us what was the giveaway. That was just the signed ephemera for the Gruffalo. That's all that one was. I'll do an auction for you in a minute. I think I know what one Ian wanted us to do. So if I write it across here, because then I can have it up on the screen at the same time. So auction. Make sure I haven't put enough notes on there. Oh, spell it right. Right, there we go. So it's an auction for £100 voucher to be spent in the France section on the website. There's an absolute ton of stuff in the French section, and it's an opening bid of £10. So anything from the French section, I'm just going to pop that up now and have a look. And there are an awful lot of stuff that you can get in there. Where are you, France? Yeah, from notes right the way through to coins, old coins dating back to the 20s, 30s, euros, francs, centimes, absolute loads of stuff in there, stamps. There's actually 3 pages of stuff in France. I can't see if anybody's put a bid in, but it's definitely worth it. In fact, I haven't even put a bid in on that. Yeah, 3 full pages of products for France. So it's well worth it for a tenner. Nobody wants it for a tenner. And there was me thinking you'd jump at that. That was one Ian offered last night, but I didn't get in time to do it. I'll just find it. France, okay, we do it that way. Oh, Ian's coming in with a £10 bid. And that's just a link for all the French section on there. I'm gonna have a bid on that. Sorry, that when it says Great British Coin on that, is me that's having a bid on that. I'm not doing a countdown. So I've just bid £12 on it. If I highlight the ones that are leading the bids. So it's for £100 voucher for anything in the French section. Anybody gonna come above me on 12 quid? Absolute steal. I think Lorna got one yesterday, didn't she? It was I can't remember what she got, but she got an absolute steal on one yesterday. But this is only what? Just over a fraction over 10%. Anybody else? £100 voucher to spend in France. Yeah, the 5 Gruffalos, that was it. She got them for 50 quid. Anybody going to come above £12? You're down to your last. Okay, Ian's come back up. I thought he might. Last 5 seconds. Anybody else want to bid on it? Don't know what the lag's like on this. Don't know if that's gone in. I've put in F14, but I don't know if it's gone on yet. What the lag is like. Oh, you were sitting there waiting for me, Ian, weren't you? Like, I thought I'd also be really professional today. So I've bought a proper book to keep it all in. Yeah. So I don't have to have 3, I can have it all on one. So the 27th today, isn't it? You know how to do that, Ian, don't you? Over to the admin payment. I think you won a couple yesterday as well, I think, didn't you? What are you very impressed with, Judith? Oh, yeah, the book, keeping it all in one place. Yeah, I do need to, because I had 3 notepads around, and I write something down, and I just can't find it anywhere. And the perfect example of that is I was talking to somebody on the phone the other night. I actually bought 2 books. I'll show you the other one in a minute. I was talking to somebody on the phone the other day, and they asked me to do something really important for them. And today I sat down to do it, so I've got the website all loaded up that I needed to be on, and I couldn't find all the information that they'd sent me. So I had to look a right fool and go back and ask them how to do it, ask them for it all again, which wasn't very good. Where did I put my other book that I bought this morning? Oh, Golden Bennett. Yeah, I just needed to. It was just getting horrendous trying to keep track of everything. And the worst part of it is that I know that, like with this one this morning, I couldn't find this person's details. And I know I've written it in one of my pads. And I'm going to find it, like, tomorrow or something when I don't need it anymore. I don't even know where I put that other book now. Put it there, didn't I? Right on top of me. I bought that one today as well. The Independent Price Guide and Collector's Handbook. That looks all right. Not that you're going to see that too well. So yeah, it looks all right. So I should be having a study of that. Yeah, looks quite good. Yeah, that was the point then, Lou. I didn't need to be asking you stuff then, did I? Not just me. I put some buttons in a safe place, so safe I can't find. You say that honestly, Judith, right? And Louise will back me up on this, right? So, yeah, it doesn't look a bad book. Where did I get it? Waterstones. Looks all right. So I'd gone to town this morning to sort out a few bits and pieces. And I literally came back in, put my bag down, put my crush helmet down, took my coat off. That was all I did. And I couldn't find my keys. So Lou was messaging me at the same time. It's like, how the hell can I lose my keys? I've literally just walked through the door. And then what was it, 5 minutes I was looking for my keys? And they were inside my crush helmet. Yeah, big pillock, that's me. I'm just waiting to see if Ian comes back and says that he's done that. Yeah, so once you've done that, Ian, Ian, if you let me know and I'll send them an email to let everybody in the office know. Ah, you're a star, look at that. 14127. Sweet. We'll get that sorted. You should, if they're not too busy, you should get an email really quickly back with that. If anybody was missing it, it's only just joined us. I did say any of the auctions that were sold out late yesterday afternoon are being sent out today. So anybody that won, sort of after 4 or 5 o'clock, don't worry, it is being sent out today. Oh, spelling on Pete Ty again. Right, so that's done for you, Ian. We should get an email back for you shortly. At least you didn't leave them in. Honestly, so when I first got my bike, it's got storage under the seat. So I've gone over to the next town along, and this is something I've done so many times with it. So I park up, take my helmet off, put the helmet on the storage under the seat, and walk off. And it wasn't until about 2 hours later that I got back and I couldn't find my keys, and I was searching everywhere. I went about, I suppose about a 10-minute, 15-minute walk to the police station to see if anybody had handed them in. No, nothing there. So I went all the way back again, panicking. I've only got the one set of keys. Couldn't find them. Went into the garage. It was a Sainsbury's supermarket I parked in. Asked them in there. No, didn't have them in there. Went into Sainsbury's, asked them in there. They had been handed in about 5 minutes after I'd left. I'd left them in the lock for the back under the seat cover, and a policeman was driving past and spotted it, and he handed it in there. But that was so lucky. But yeah, I'm always doing something like that. Right, so that can go over there for now. I don't know if I'm due a delivery today. I don't know. I think I probably am, but I just can't for the life of me remember if it is what it is. I'm still waiting for the £2. They still haven't turned up yet. The Christmas £2. But we're not going to talk about that because Ian hasn't got them. So these are incredibly popular. You can probably guess what they're going to be. And that's Coins. Good afternoon, mate. Good to see you. I've done it so many times. I just park up and take the crash down it off and light up a cigarette or something. And before you know it, I've walked off and left the keys in the ignition. I do it all the time. I wish somebody would nick it. I could claim the insurance then. I didn't say that though. Because my luck is it would happen now I've said it, and you'll all think that I've done it on purpose. So the penguins are back in stock on the site. For some reason, when they were trying to list them yesterday, relist them, the file was corrupted, so they couldn't list them as the full set. So they're listed individually now. So if you want your penguins, you're going to need to go on and individually buy them that way. But I'd advise you to be quick because these will just sell out. You know how everybody knows how popular these are. And they just go so fast, it's unreal. They are beautiful coins, Disney, I do agree. Did I win a Gruffalo? Not Euphoria, you didn't. A Gruffalo Ephemera. I have no idea. If you were here when one of the giveaways were done, then I would imagine you have. I don't know. Loads of them have been given away, so it'd be impossible for me to tell whether you've won one. No, Matt, it was Max Coins and more who won. Oh well. Oh right, okay, yeah, that's all right then. It's been sorted anyway then. So and people are saying they can't find the penguins on the site. Because obviously before it was listed under the penguins. Whereas now when you go onto the Falklands, it shows it's sold out, but you need to click the one that's next to that, the unsalted circulated Falkland Island 50p coins. It's that one that's the one that you now need to be clicking on. But again, as I say, they're very limited stock. So please get in and get them all while you can. You know how long they were out of stock last time. So it'd be awful for anybody to go through and try and buy them and find out there's none left. We wouldn't want that to happen. Oh, there, Lou's put the proper link right up there for you there, so you can get them that way. But say honestly, be quick because they are very limited numbers, and we wouldn't want anybody missing out on them now. And yes, you can use your points and your vouchers on those. That's not a problem. And all I do is I don't like to have an odd amount in my basket. So when I do, obviously you don't have to, it's entirely down to you. But when I do it, I just throw in a couple of raffle tickets at the same time to round it up to sort of 30 quid or something. But you don't have to do that. That's just what I do. Oh. So I was just buying some raffle tickets while I was here. That's not a problem. I can do that, no problem. I know why it happens, but it was just a mistake, but it doesn't matter. Right. Sorry, I'm just making a purchase myself, so are there any particular auctions that people are... Oh, that's what I've keep been asked, sorry. And I'm going to put it up on the screen and leave it on there so you can all make notes of it. As you're aware, we're coming up to the 5,000 subs. And when we hit that, then you're going to have the... I would imagine, knowing Ian, it'll be a full day of auctions coming up. But obviously the big auction is for the gold proof. It's not been decided which one it'll be yet. Why were you given a timeout yesterday? Oh, well, there you go. You've just been told. Speaking during an auction. It's all right. I mean, if you didn't know about it, do you know what I mean? When we're doing an auction, we just don't like having anybody else talking in the chat because it gets a bit difficult for people to keep up with any bids, and we don't want to miss somebody getting a good deal if other people are talking and that bid's been missed. So that's all it is. We just don't allow talking during it. Once the auction's over, ramble on as much as you want. I've lost my train of thought now. What was I talking about? Scott mentioned sending his coins from his coin hunt to Brian. Are there any particular 50p's or £2 he wants? Oh, right, okay, so that's what it was then. Shinshin put in the bid of 7,000. I remembered seeing it. Yeah, that deserves a timeout. Jude, if I can ask the question to Ian for you. And as and when he gets back to me, bearing in mind I'm only here till 2 o'clock today. And then I'm going to go and meet Polly for a pint. So I'll ask him. Angie, Matt, you have a good time. Yeah, well, we don't accept foreign payments. Sorry, mate. Nice try. So it's 50p's and £2. 50p. He may well email you or ring you. Thanks, so he's throwing them back to the bank if you need to. Yeah, that's right. I've sent the message now, and he'll hopefully get back to us at some point and let them know. But what I was going to do was pop up on the screen all the coins that you can bid in on the auction, because you know it's not just the A to Z 10p's. And Chris very kindly sent me a list this morning. He's going to probably pop it up before me. No, that was the wrong one. I forget, there's two Chris's and I always get them confused to which one. Right, hopefully that will allow me to do that. That'll post. Yeah. So that's a long list. I know it's a long list, but that's all the coins. When we do the A to Z auctions, they're the other coins that you can use. So it's the 2008 Feathers 2p, A to Z 10p, 2008 Lion 10p, any Olympic 50p's, NHS, Suffragette, WWF, Flopsy Bunny, Peter Rabbit 2018, Mrs. Tittlemaus, Puddle Duck, Isaac Newton, 10p, 20p and 50p territories, 2008 Britannia 50p, 2017 Shield 50p, commemorative not plain state and park quarters, and any US $50 or $1 coins. They're all the ones that you can use. Yeah, thanks for sending that, Chris. So what I'll do for a second, if you want to either grab your phone, take a screenshot of that, or grab a piece of paper and write it down, and just while you're going to do that, I will have a quick cigarette. Because at the speed we're going, 5,000 could well be hit sometime this weekend at the latest. So, you know, you're running out of days to get all those coins. I need to get confirmation from Ian. But if you were bidding, for example, on, I don't know, on a coin, for example, and it sells for 30 coins, I don't believe that you can mix them. So I don't believe you could send in, you know, sort of 10 A to Z 10p's, 10 American quarters, and then 10 Suffragette 50p's. I don't think you can mix them. So if you won for 20 coins, it needs to be 20 50p's or 20 A to Z's. But I will check that with Ian first. I don't know what we are up to now. Let's see if I can have a quick look. I know there's, it tells me over there, doesn't it? Oh, there's not many there today. 4.58, that's awesome. That really is good. Whenever anybody's watching on Facebook, remind us to tell them to please I don't know whether anybody said that privately, Madeline. Oh, actually, I'm going to need to come back on camera for Madeline to answer her, aren't I? So just 1 second. Hide my cigarette out of the way. Madeline, I'm not sure if Ian has extended that to anybody. Again, I'll wait until he gets back to me with his message for who asked me about the other ones. I can't remember who asked me about the other ones now. Judith, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it was. When Ian gets back to me, I don't know. I mean, I know it's something that he's offered to do with me because I've said that I'm going to do a 1 kilogram world coin hunt, and I'll do that on camera one day. I know it's something he's offered to the CJs. I wasn't aware that he'd sort of opened that up to the public as well. But I'm just literally waiting on a message back from him with regards to the 50p's and £2 that Judith is searching. So as soon as he gets back to me about that, I'll be watching what Ian and a smiley face. Don't know what that one is, but yeah, I'm not up to it with all the smiley faces. Hi, Matt. So I'm just going to leave that up there for a little while, so anybody can screenshot that or write them all down. Have I missed something? Not that I'm aware of, Matt. Not that I'm aware of. Madeline had just asked a question about any unwanted foreign coins after a bulk purchase. Someone had apparently, but one of the CJs had mentioned it last night. But I didn't watch a lot last night. I watched the football. And then I went to bed and I was rudely woken up again. By 11 o'clock by Steve Fraser, because he couldn't log in. And then by the time I got here, he'd logged in, so it was a waste of time anyway. Martha just popped on. I hear on the grapevine that Martha was doing a recording a video last night. As far as moving away from foreign coins, Ron, it's certainly about he will certainly be limiting down the number of countries that he's going to be doing coming up. There's way too many on there, and it's just impossible for him to keep a track of it. So he will be trimming them down, and that's why from time to time now you're just going to get thrown out these auctions that are for £100 voucher to spend in France, or £100 voucher to spend in somewhere else. So that's why that'll be happening, and that's one of the reasons you can get you can trim down the foreign coins. Martha was recording the video. Steve kept asking me to join his stream, but I told him I had paperwork to do. So yeah, that's the idea on it. It's, it will give a lot of people an opportunity to grab a bargain, because I must admit there's a lot more foreign coin collectors than I ever thought there was. So it gives them a chance to get some coins or a voucher for a cheap deal. I think Ian just got one a moment ago, £100 voucher, and he got it for 15 quid. So that was a good deal that he got. So yeah, just keep an eye out. If there's particular countries that you're interested in, tell us, and we can always put more vouchers up for those for auctions. So it's pretty much anyone you want, really. I put a £30 one up the other day, and Steve Fraser ended up paying £27 for it, so that was quite good. Good afternoon, Chippy Doodle. What was I going to call you then? Chippy Doodle raffle creator, Angela Clover. Foreign coins are hard to keep up with unless you have other people who specialise in foreign coins themselves. There's an awful lot of people. I know that obviously the territories are always popular. I don't really class them as foreign coins anyway. But yeah, there's a lot more foreign coin collectors than I've ever thought there was to begin with. And some of them have got big foreign coin collections. And to be honest with you, I've only just started to do foreign coins. And I've just ordered my first kilogram bag on eBay. So when that comes through, I'll do that online. So that'll be good fun. What was the other one? I just like some of the designs. I think some of them, certainly the ones that have got animals on, I really like those. Yeah, I'm really tempted there, Ron. Really tempted to do the Staten Park. And I was having a look on eBay this morning for Staten Park quarters. But it's so tempting, but I think I'll probably leave it till after Christmas and do that. Sorry, Stevie, I did see you come in. I'm sorry I didn't say hello, but I did see you pop in. So yeah, so that's really what the idea of if it was with the foreign things. So he will be cutting them all down. For those of you that weren't around yesterday, we were saying yesterday that I'll get it around the right way now. Guernsey have don't know if anybody's interested, but there's a 50% off silverproof flopsy on the Mint website for Black Friday. Several others also can't knock it for 30 quid. I don't know if somebody wants to find a link for that. You're more than welcome to share the link or the code. Maybe it's a code that's needed, is it? You're more than welcome to share that on here at 50%. You can't knock it. There you go. Lou's just asked you if there's a code. I might have to have a quick visit over there myself and purchase another one. Good morning, Booch. Good to see you, mate. I did get your WhatsApp this morning, but I just didn't get a chance to respond. Everything's a bit up in the air as far as today is concerned. I try to have a selection for everyone to entertain them all, but I tend to buy them off other YouTubers instead of eBay, so I try not to be stung. To be honest, it's not that bad. I thought paying 1 kilogram bag for, I think it was 10 or 11 quid I got it for. I didn't find, and what was the one I did? The one I did included at least one crown in it as well, and I like the crown coins anyway, so I'd more than happy to pay that for it. Yeah, shop Black Friday offers. It's right there on the front page, up to 50% off. So just trying to see what silverproof they've got on there. If I can get a proper link, I'll pop it up for you. I'm sure somebody will. No, it wasn't a bad deal, Alex. Alexander, there's a lot of them on there. A lot of listings on there, and it's just a case of digging through and finding one that suits you. And I say, with the crown thrown in, because I like the crowns anyway. I thought 10 or 11 quid, it wasn't a bad deal. Oh, right, that. Well, that's the wrong one. So's that. Oh, well, that's why I'm pressing the wrong button. I couldn't. Yeah, so I don't know. I suppose 1 kilogram bags, it's going to be a fair old selection of coins, isn't it? personally, do you know what I mean? I'm not daft. I know you're not like highly unlikely to find anything of any real sort of value or anything in there. But then I'm not really doing it for that. So Judith, Ian's just got back to me. And if you're still there, there are lots of ones that he wants, your 50p's and your £2, but he hasn't actually got them. He hasn't got that handy at the moment. Okay, so the mint is going to be really funny with me again and not let me log in. Alright, so we'll do it this way then. Oh, that's funny. Next step is delivery. Next is there. Pain in the backside. Now I've got to put my card details in. So yeah, so Ian will get back to us with a list of those for you, Judith. But at the moment, he hasn't got a handy list. But as soon as he gets back to me, I'll tell you which ones that he wants you to send in to him. Oh, if I'd have just done it that way, it would work that way, wouldn't it? That was foolish. Yes. Let's see, email. Place your order. So thanks very much for telling us that, Jack. I've just got mine. Orders was successfully processed. Yeah, we're all done. We can shut that down now. Shut that one down. Right, where are we now? So that was the link for that, no code. I think they'll all be pre-sorted off eBay. Yeah, I think they will be, but you know, I'm just doing it more for the designs than you know, finding anything decent. Love to find designs on the reverse, and I've started to put more videos on YouTube to show them what's there. Yeah, because there's some really nice ones. I think some of the ones I've got from Zambia, was it? They're really quite nice designs on the back of them. I'll hold on to them from now. GSA Wolf Coins, good to see you, mate. Was the Snowman Silver in the sale? I don't know. I honestly didn't look. I just got Flopsy, and then I come off it. I noticed one thing on Ian's website: doesn't he accept PayPal payments? So I can put orders straight through instead of World Pay. So I'd add the extra 3% on top, so he gets the full value. To my knowledge, didn't Ian have? I'm not 100%. But something seems to ring a bell with me that Ian had some sort of dispute with PayPal, and that's why it's not been added onto the site. I think that was the case. So that's why you can't do eBay payments on there. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's why it is. It's obviously, it's unusual for Ian to have a dispute with anybody, I know that. Oh, okay, yeah, GSA Wolf, you've changed your name from Gordon. Okay, honestly, mate. Yeah, he doesn't trust PayPal, they hold your money back. Yeah, I've had exactly the same issues with every time I've had a payment go through from eBay through PayPal, every single time they hold the payments back. There you go, Judith. Chris has just looked and the snowman's not on there. If you're wondering why you've got a long list of coins up there on the screen, they're the coins that you're going to be able to use in your in the auction when we hit 5k. So make a note of them, take a screenshot of them, whatever it is. Otherwise, you know, don't moan at us that you didn't know which coins to collect, because you've got a full list of them there. So what else was I going to do now? We were going to do something else, but I can't remember for the life of me what. Oh, that's what I was telling you about, wasn't it? Jersey and Guernsey. So if you like your territory coins, there's, I don't know what you call it, I suppose the information coming out of Guernsey is that you're no longer going to be able to buy their coins directly from them or any other place. They're only going to be producing them to put them into circulation. So obviously with the amount of people, oh well, that's okay. Sorry. You know, the population, the size of Guernsey, to actually get one that travels over here, it's going to be even harder to get. So as a consequence of that, obviously the prices of them are going to go through the roof. It's not at the moment, but it's expected that Jersey will also follow suit as well. And obviously if that happens, then all of Ian's prices will rise up. So if you like your commemoratives, your territory, sorry, now's the time to buy them before Ian alters all of the prices on them. So I know a lot of the Guernsey ones are selling out pretty quickly. So I think people must be jumping onto that and getting your Guernsey ones. And so Jersey is expected to follow suit anyway. Sorry, I'm just popping up some things for you. So there are the links for Guernsey and Jersey. Right, let's go back. PayPal are crooks. They have my money for over a month. Yeah, I've never had a problem with PayPal, as that's a security thing. I've had that a few times, so that's their way of doing check on sellers. Yeah, no, I do understand why they do it. Where's that info come from? I can't tell you, unfortunately. The same as all the information that we get, you know. All the information we've been giving you for the last 2.5, 3 weeks about the new coins that are coming in 2020. What was the other one we did? The circulation figures that nobody else has got. So it all comes from the same place. But unfortunately, I'm not prepared to put somebody else's job in jeopardy to say where that info is coming from. All I will say is all the information that this person supplies us up to date, it's been 100% true. So got no reason to doubt anything about this one. And in the email they've sent us, I can even read you the email out that was sent. it's a communication with you can find it now, so many of these. No, I may well have deleted it actually. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not going through my deleted ones. In the email that they sent, it was actually regarding a telephone conversation they'd had with a cashier in Guernsey with regards to getting some new stuff. Chippy Doodle, just packing stuff up with my mum, and she's listening in on the live stream. Hello, Angela's mummy. Good to see you. Well, I say good to see you. Good of you to tune in. Oh, there, I looked in the rest part. It said give her a shout out. She's my best mate and she's a legend. Her name is Maureen. There we go. Nice of you to listen and tune in to us, Maureen. You've got an absolute cracking daughter there, and one that we're incredibly proud that she's joins us as well. So yeah, that's really nice. Enjoy your day. Judith says hello to Maureen as well. Yeah, I've still got sorted. Has anybody ordered that Hercules coin and received it yet? I just purchased a pantomime set of Amazon this morning for 30 quid, and then family are asking their local bank today about them. Brilliant. 30 quid's a good deal. Warren is right, the information is true. Facts, and if you search for it, you'll find the information yourself. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I say, I mean, I can't doubt any of the information that anybody's given us. You know, every time they've given us information. So Judith, for the £2 ones, if you're still here, Judith, the £2 coins, Ian is saying anything with a mintage of less than 3 million, he will take. So anything less than 3 million. And for the 50p's, he will take anything less than a 5 million mintage. So it's 3 million on £2, 5 million on 50p's. So Jack got a couple. Oh, thanks, Warren. You're going to make me cry again. Not intentional, Angela, but you are. You know, you know that you're highly thought of here. Jack's ordered a couple, not released for a day or two though. Oh, well, that's why you haven't got them, Gordon. It was on pre-release, so you'll get them in a day or two. Okay, that's awesome, Judith. Now that you've got that, I can move on. That's that. Yeah, that's a very good deal you got there, Lou. Yeah, very good deal. I'd like the full set. Obviously, I've only got a couple. What have I got? I've got 3 of that set. So yeah, obviously, I would like to get the other one. Other 2, should I say? Louise is saying hi, hello to Maureen. The coin community is an awesome bunch of people, even including the Americans. I spend a lot of time with the Americans, but even the UK coin community are awesome. And there's so, when I talk about the coin community over here, and I do really get quite well up sometimes when I talk about it, because it just astounds me, the things that people do for each other. That's only what we talk about when we talk about it on camera and we talk about the community. That really is only a fraction of what happens. So much more happens that we can't, you know, fair enough. Somebody's done something really nice and doesn't want it spoken about, you know, but it is, there's so much of it happening. Every single day I I think, you know, it can't get any better than this, can it? And somebody always comes in and does something. It is absolutely brilliant. I'm still waiting on, but yeah, no. So yeah, as far as that is, Alexander, can't agree with you more, mate. And I say it's quite funny. The person that sends us or sends me a lot of the sort of information really is spot on the ball. Every time that I've had the information from them, they've been spot on, and it's brilliant. So Jack, I'm still waiting on my Christmas Isle of Man from the Isle of Man Post. Ordered that 6 weeks ago on pre-order. Sure they're released tomorrow. What's all them coins for? Is that what Ian wants? The coins on the screen, Stevie, they're the coins that you can bid in the auctions with. I've just put them all up there now because now we're getting close to 5k subs. They're going to be the coins that you're going to be able to use in the auctions. So it makes a lot more sense there. To put it up on there. Can't wait. Never had anything from Popjoy. It's funny actually, me and Lou were talking about Popjoy this morning, and I try and limit myself to going over there now because I know that I just spend a fortune when I go over there. But what I don't like, and Lou was saying the same, what I don't like about it is purely the fact that they don't put the tax on it until afterwards. You know, why not just put the tax on it straight away? It makes more sense to me, but, you know, Podjob provide a great service, usually here day after dispatch. Yeah, they are. Every time, I can't fault them in anything other than it's just a tax issue I don't like with them. But other than that, I really can't fault them. A lot of information to soak in and takes me longer to take the information. I get told as I love USA coins. Yeah, and honestly, the person that gives me the information, it's really quite funny. When they send it to me, it's like a whole, if you can imagine if I printed it out, it'd be like a whole A4 sheet of stuff that they send it out. But the actual information you need is only like 2 lines. And it's really quite funny. You have to they go into so much detail and explain it, and you've just got to try and, like you say, soak it in and remember the important parts from it. But it's good. I enjoy it. It's nice. I don't know. It feels quite good that somebody is leaking some information to you. It feels quite good. Anything apart from the yeah, the 1st of December will be the 1 and 2p's. So what would happen, for argument's sake, I don't know, I'm just taking a stab in the dark here. I would imagine if, for an example, the day before, so what was it, the 30th, if we hit 5k on the 30th, obviously the following day would be the day for the auctions. So normally it would be all of the A to Zs would be the auctions for that day. I would imagine it would only be the gold proof that would be used for that, and then we'd switch for the rest of the day to the 1 and 2p's. You know, so it would be, you know, but obviously, yeah, if it falls on a different day, then we'll have the 1 and 2p's on the one day, and we'll have the 8 sets and the 50p's the next day, or whatever it is. Has anybody received coin rolls yet, or even tracking emails whilst we're talking about our American friends? Okay. I was hoping, sorry, I was kind of hoping, this is something that's been mentioned to us anyway, so I should really pass the information on. To my knowledge, Jack, the answer to that is no. To our knowledge, nobody has received anything, whether that be, you know, any of the coins or any of the tracking emails. What is being asked now, and I know it's a really big ask, but if possible, can you make a note of what is due to be sent to you? And at some point we're going to have to put a deadline on it and say, right, if nothing's heard by the end of the month or whatever, not now because it's only 2 days away or whatever, Ian has offered to reimburse everybody. He didn't have to, but he's offered to reimburse everybody. At the end of the day, when those coin rolls were going on, it was being done under the banner of the Great British Coin Hunt. So yeah, I think that's an incredible gesture from Ian. That, you know, he's lost out, trust me, and I'm not even going to go into trying to explain, or it wouldn't be right of me to do that anyway. I mean, it's personal. I'll tell the American people to give me a list for coins, but still waiting for some of them actually giving me their list to search for. That's just the part I like best. I had a fair few different ones, 35 quid's worth in total. I mean, I know it's difficult, Jack, because I've been on there and I've had some that are supposed to be sent to me. I think I've got the least chance of getting anything. So I know it's going to be difficult, but if there's a way that you can kind of write down what is owed to you, and then I'll have another chat with Ian to see where we go with that. Sorry, I've just had a really important email come through. It's not sort of work related, it's something else. Right, that's brilliant. I can do that straight afterwards. That was an email from the MP of Kent. Yeah, so if you can, I know it's really not difficult, you know, it's not easy, but if you can try to make a note of what you're owed or what you spent, and I say, you know, Ian has offered to reimburse everybody. I know, you know, I know what you're saying, Lou, but you know, I don't think Ian should. Popcoins, it's not up to him. I would feel taking it off Ian. Me too, Steve. He won't be claiming. What coin rolls? Is it because I've seen rolls being done yesterday for people? To be honest with you, Alex, I don't know if you prefer Alex or Alexander. To be honest with you, it's coin rolls from the very start of their streaming, so I don't know when that was, you know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it shouldn't take that long. From the first day they were doing coin roll hunts, you know, in my opinion, there's absolutely no excuse for it. If you're offering to do something for somebody, it should be done, you know. I know, you know, and I agree with people. I don't feel that it's Ian's responsibility to reimburse people, but you know, you also know how stubborn Ian can be when it comes to these kind of things. And at the end of the day, as I've said, it was being done under the banner, although they were doing their own thing, it was still being done under the banner of the Great British Coin Hunt. You know, and on that alone, I don't know. On that alone, anyway, you know, that's how Ian feels. Anyway, let's try and I'll try and jump onto their streams and see what's going on. Last I heard, Brain was waiting on insurance to get to the post office. I don't know, and it's probably best I don't really comment on that. Warren, just realised the first is a Sunday. Hoping you do auctions in the evening as I'm out all day. The auctions on the first will be on all day. You know, it'll be the full 12 hours. People will be doing auctions. It takes time for their rolls to come. I've seen my stuff take about 3 to 4 weeks to arrive. I've got to disagree with that. And purely on my experience, I've never sent anything abroad before. I posted a parcel to Brain and Non-Con on about Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, and it arrived there yesterday. So less than a week to get there. So I would dispute the 3 to 4 weeks. It's shocking it's taken so long. I send out post every day and parcels get to USA in a few days, in the UK next. Yeah. Global, I've not heard anything back on the email that I sent for you yesterday, but as soon as I do, I will obviously let you know. It depends what way it gets sent, because I get priority boxes of stuff. Lou's saying 7 days top. How is Ian? I mean, he's okay at the moment. Let's put it that way. Don't quote me. I think it's next week. He's going back down for the funeral. But you know, I've spoken to him. Oh God, quite a bit of length over this week on the phone. One call was about 2 hours. You know, and yeah, he seems you know, up in his spirits and that. But obviously, it's a tough time, isn't it? Tough time. So I just need, because we're really struggling for CJs today. So I'm just trying to sort that out at the same time. I do, yeah. I do know. I just saw somebody mention Global. The first ones were with Butch. I spoke to him about it, and he is waiting on the Indian heads before he can do it. That is correct. I spoke to him yesterday. I think it was about that. Oops, wrong one. They're all saying they have no problems. Yeah, it's not a problem, mate, honestly. And I say, Global, you know, you were perfectly right to let us know about it. Guys, if you get time, please check out my videos recently uploaded. There's 3 on there now. Can somebody put up a link, please? Put up a link for Popcoin's YouTube channel, if you could, please. Chris has just put you up a link for the Christmas tree raffle. I'll check again in a minute how many tickets are left on that. But they are into the 30s that are left now. So I wouldn't... I was thinking exactly the same. Sorry. Right, so I was checking the Christmas tree raffle, wasn't I? Excuse me. Yeah, 37 left on the Christmas tree. So as I say, that is going quite quick. You know, now's the time to hop on and get them. So yeah, that's the last thing that I'm prepared to say on, you know, the last thing I'm prepared to say on the American side of things. If you are feeling that something's not quite right, please make a list of it. No, honestly, Jack, it's not a problem at all. you know, Ian's fully aware of this. I had a conversation 2 days ago with Ian on this. And it's difficult to know because Ian's still saying, you know, it could be a hold up, so give him, you know, another week or so. But at the same time, I think there has to come a point where you say, well, you know, we're going to have to now put a line under it and say that's the cut-off point. And, you know, by fair play, if you then get refunded for it and your coins turn up, you can either send your coins back to Ian or, you know, send the money to him through an admin payment. It's just Ian feels really bad. I know it's not down to him, so I understand that. But Ian feels really bad that customers have lost out. So if that's, you know, just make a note of what you've got. You can send it to one of us CJs. And we can pass that on to Ian for you. So the last thing that I can say, it's not even regarding that, but I suppose it comes around because of that. I said it yesterday, I think I briefly mentioned it. If there are any videos that you're watching either live or on playback, from now or, you know, the past or the future, if there are any videos that you think maybe a CJ said something you found offensive, something was said in chat you found offensive, please let us know. Ian is really keen to stress this to people. If you tell us who the CJ was for the time, at the time, and if you can give us a rough idea of the time so we don't have to sit there and watch a 3-hour stream, then that'll be passed on to Ian and I presume John back in the office, and they will look at it, and if they deem it necessary, they will remove that video from the channel. And Ian's exact words were to me, I would rather lose a video from the channel than to offend a customer. So if there's anything in the past or present or future, whatever, that you see that offends you, get in touch with one of us. Really, taking a video off, it's not going to sort of do much damage to us. So that was the other important thing that Ian wanted to get a point stress to everybody. Started something. No, Jack's fine, but it's right for people to wear the queer. Exactly, and I encourage it, Jack. As much as I sit here and, you know, we give you auctions, we give you raffles, as much as we do that, I am still a customer, as are the other CJs that are on here. We're still customers just the same as everybody else. So if I had queries like that, then I would be questioning it. So, you know, you're 100% right. So, you know, a grievance, and a lot of the time, I always encourage people to contact me first anyway, because my emails will get answered a lot faster than what if you WhatsApp Ian or you send an email in yourself. Mine gets sorted, my emails get answered quicker, generally because I'm emailing them about auctions or raffles. So they need to create the orders immediately. So I encourage people to contact me with any queries and I try and sort them for them. And 9 out of 10 times it gets sorted pretty quick. So no, anytime there's any issues, I genuinely do encourage people to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from that. It did get out, you know. I mean, I'm not going to go anymore. I'm not going to discuss the situation anymore. We're just going to move on from it. Yeah, I definitely need a secretary, 100%. I'm going to try and talk Ian into twisting his arm and getting me a nice young secretary. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Judith, but Yeah. All I can say, and it is literally the last thing I'm saying, is if people are concerned, then contact one of us with how much you believe you're out of pocket, and Ian will reimburse it. That's all I'm prepared to say on the matter. And we're going to move on now to the Christmas raffle. Good afternoon, Jodie. I'm doing well, mate. You? Even better, because I'm only on for 25 minutes more and then it's the pub. The Christmas raffle. I did just say that one. I think it was 37. Yeah, 37 left on the Christmas raffle. And the Sea-King is the next lowest. The Sea-King has only got 14 left on that. So can we get one of those sold out today? I can't imagine it'll be the Christmas one. But the Sea-King one, there's no reason that can't. Was it 14, did I say? Yeah, 14. And the Sea-King, you can use your points and your vouchers for that one. I'll probably get beaten to it, mate. I haven't been beaten to it. So that one's for the Sea-King, and there's only 14 numbers left. And there was an error waiting for that going on Facebook. Okay. Don't know why that was then. Very strange. But there are all the raffles that sold out yesterday are back on the site again. We got Frankenstein, 175 a ticket. Wedgwood, 175 a ticket. Sea-King, 175. The Royal Mint package, Peter Rabbit 2019, that's 175. The Gruffalo coin and packaging with COA, sorry, that's a message from the boss, so it needs answering. That's 175 a ticket. I can't repeat that anyway, so there's a 2018 A to Z folder with a mystery letter. That's 175 a ticket. The Gruffalo Royal Mint package, 175 a ticket. This is the best deal you can get, I think. This is the £200 investment. So it's £200 investment over 2 years, which returns 50%. So you win that, and you're actually winning £300 because your initial £200 plus the 100% that is returned to you, the 50% that's returned to you. So that's the extra £100, and you can use voucher points and codes on that one, and that's a £200 investment, and that's £2.50 a ticket, but you can use codes and everything on there. Then there's a sheet of 30 commemorative 50p's. They're only £1 a ticket, so that's the cheapest one that we've got on the site. Right. Okay. It's not, no, that's more for the CJs, I think. Yeah. You'll have heard a lot of people, or you should have heard, Warren chased up 5 Gruffalos with COA and D-Day £2 COA, which I will switch for £2 packaging points. So pre-orders and that investment. Again, right, let me understand what you're asking me here. So you've ordered 5 Gruffalos with a COA. Have you received the 5 Gruffalos? The £600 print, there's still 82 tickets left on that. Frankenstein hasn't been drawn yet. That one hasn't sold out. The only one I think that has got a max on it is the £200 investment, I think. All of the others, no max amounts on them. Oh, sorry, the boss man's sitting there waiting to come on. No, and he's frozen now. I bet he's been sitting there for ages. I wasn't even aware he was there. I'll leave him up in case he comes back on. Yeah, so what are you saying, Popcoin? You've ordered 5 of the Gruffalos with COAs. You should have already received them now. The D-Day £2 with COA, you won't be able to switch that, I don't think. And you won't receive that yet. You want to switch it for a package £2 coin. To my knowledge, there are no package £2 coins. I've put you on, Ian, but you're frozen. Sorry. Oh, we've got your ear. I'm not sure what was going on there. Yeah, no idea. Sorry, I don't know what earth was going on there. Right, where are we? I bought the last tickets for Gruffalo with COA this morning. New listing up. It's all been done. All the draws were done yesterday, Chris, and all the winners have been announced. Gotcha. Right, there wasn't Ian at all that was trying to get in there, so sorry about that. Where are we? How many left? Yeah, done that one. Yeah, so Chris, all the raffles that had sold out were drawn, and all winners were, all of the winners were claimed. I told John Gamble I was willing to buy half the cents he got in at Greenberg to help out the people who wanted American coins. Is it worth scrapping the print raffle? It would be good, difficult. That's something that I think certainly is going to probably happen. I would imagine it just seems to have been there for ages. No, nothing, Warren. I should have 10 of 2 different types. One was coins, which I got, and one was early auctions. When me and Steve raced for a competition, we bought loads each. Well, no raffles have sold out today, Chris. So, Stevie, are you saying that you've got orders that you're still waiting for? Is this what you're saying? And Chris, no raffles have sold out today, so no raffles have been drawn. The only raffles that sold out were drawn yesterday. But it only got, you've got to bear in mind, So if an auction sells out at, say, 6 o'clock in the evening, okay, then I email that information over to the office. Well, there's nobody in the office at that time of the night. So I think what you're asking, Chris, is that when you went on this morning, it appeared to have been sold out and then a new one's appeared. But yeah, all the prices were claimed yesterday. I have got it written down somewhere where you won them all, because they gave me all the order numbers. You're going to be a pain if you're going to make me search through them all for you. That was an auction. Let me just check. Wrong one. I may have been wrong. Because I know at one point I did send in an email about a raffle that hadn't been claimed, but then it got claimed later on. But I'll just double check. Yeah, that was Lorna that won both of those. That was an auction. That was an auction. Yeah, no, so it appears that they've all been claimed, from what I can see. That was my personal one. Sorry. So yeah, from what I can see, Chris, all of them have been claimed. Right, let me come back and catch up. Right, so Steve. Chris, it doesn't matter. You're not listening to what I'm saying. There has been no raffle sold out today. So if you bought a ticket at 11:05 today, that raffle has not sold out. No raffles have been drawn. Right, I'm trying to work out Steve's one. Right, so you're owed 5 Gruffalos with COAs, the £2 D-Day with COA. I've received 5 out of 10 so far. This will be 8 weeks ago when Ian first had the idea about the Gruffaloes. But that doesn't make sense. You're saying you've got 5 Gruffaloes with COA on, and a £2 D-Day, so that's 6 coins. But then you're saying you've had 5 out of 10, so what are the other 4? Can we start putting? We don't need to, Steve, because a raffle will not get relisted until the old one has sold out. It's really simple. The old one gets sold out and claimed, and then a new one gets put back up. Steve Fraser, can you remember when me and you were in competition with COA Gruffaloes on the 24-hour? We bought loads. How long ago was that? The 24-hour stream was back in it was either late September, beginning of October. So I mean, yeah, it was a long time ago. But you're not explaining to me properly what you've got. You've just told me you've got 6 coins on order, but you've received 5 out of 10. So I don't understand what you're asking for. Just popping in quickly. Please excuse me interrupting. Popcorn King missing Gruffalo. I'm looking into that now for him. Brilliant. I hope you understood it more than I did, then, Ian, because maybe it was just my head's not with it today. I've been, yeah. So there you go, Popcorn. Steve, Ian is looking into that right now for you. As you're aware, sometimes Ian is sitting there in the background, or he'll have the stream on, but not always there, but can catch it. What have we got? We've got 28 of us up here now, haven't we? Let's put an auction up, and then we'll do a giveaway afterwards. What auction should we do? I don't really want to do it there because that's stepping on somebody else's toes. Let's have a look at this one. Unless the boss is sitting there listening and he's got an idea for an auction. Oh, maybe, oh, no, it's not. Where's that gone now then? All raffles on the sites, yeah. Just got my 2003 prototype Scottish coins. Got after putting an offer on eBay. Very nice. Well done there, Judith. I'm just trying to find some coins that we can do. What was the one that was popular that I did? Yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? Okay, I've got an auction. Ian lurks in the background on many streams under the TGBCH heading he's watching. It's not always Ian that comments though, because I can comment as well, which I'm just going to now. So this is going to be a cash auction. You can ask what it's all about, Amanda. It's all about coins, generally coins. We do auctions, we do raffles, we do giveaways. We've got a website you can purchase coins on. We give people voucher codes that they get discounts on, and that's what this is all about. So I take it this is your first time tuning in and you're on Facebook. before anybody on YouTube thinks I'm going crazy and talking to myself. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. So where was I? This £30 to spend on so this is £30 voucher to spend on Isle of Man coins only. So it's 30 quid voucher to spend on the Isle of Man. Now, if you're half sensible, you will know that the Isle of Man coins are where all the penguins are, which are ones that everybody wants. So I don't know why Steve, for some time, every time Steve logs in, he needs a code every time, and it's a pain in the backside. He's the only one that needs it. Oh, sorry. Yes, the penguins are Falklands Islands. Beg your pardon. Sorry. Don't know what I'm talking about. Oh dear. I meant that the I did mean to do it on that. I meant to do the sorry, let me get rid of that. I can't. Lou, can you delete what I've just last said and I'll put up what I meant now? That's Steve interrupting me. If one of the mods can delete what I've just put up on there. And this is the one that I meant it to be. Yeah, so Amanda, we're streaming onto both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Right, that's what it should have said. So any opening bits on that. So it's £30 to spend on the Falklands Islands. And there you can go over there and get your penguins. So yeah, so Amanda, so we're the Great British Coin Hunt. Oh no, you need to be logged in as the Great British Coin Hunt to delete it from the Great British Coin Hunt. Right, I'll come in and do it that way. So if you haven't already looked at our website, Amanda, it's thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. And if you go on there and buy anything for £5 and a penny, and you use the voucher code FIVER, FIVER, then you will get £5 off your purchase. Right, where are we going? So I've got Judith here. It's all right, I've done it now, Matt, but, well, I hope I've done it. But yeah, sorry. So Judith's leading with £5. And also, once you become a member of the website, you also then get put forward into each draw automatically for a monthly draw. It's a £1,000 giveaway. A first prize of £1,000. Is it £1,000 the first prize? £500 the first prize, and then 2 further prizes of £250, and then mystery parcels from anything on the site. So come on, you're auctioning here for a 30 quid voucher to go and buy some penguins. Well, it's not penguins, you know, it can be anything from the Falklands, but they're the most popular one. And at £10 at the moment, you're going to easily make that back just on them. I don't know if anybody else is bidding because I think I've got a bit of a lag on mine. No, still at £10. Down to I've got down to the last 7, but you're probably miles past that by now. So looks like it's going to global for £10. It's looking like. I've got 12 for global. Alexander did come in with 11, but global was on the ball straight away there with a 12. Well, A1 and Jax have both tried a 12. But what we do is Louise will say, because obviously you can tell that I've got a lag on the screen. So what we do is Louise takes a screenshot of the picture out of her screen, beg your pardon, and sends it to me, and then I can hold it up and show you that we have got the same. Oh, that's awesome, Stevie. I'm really chuffed it got sorted. It can just get a bit confusing, I know, because obviously you're limited on how many characters you can put into a message and that, and trying to explain something in sort of 200 characters sometimes is a bit difficult. But yeah, it's sorted now, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just waiting on confirmation that Global Hunter has got that. Oh, somebody else has popped up a message there. Yeah. Yeah, I've got that, Global. Thank you for that info. I had to have a look into it. I'm not a serious collector, but I do like my 50p coins, and I've managed to collect quite a few. There you go. So if you want any more of them, we've got plenty of them on the website, Amanda. Just the greatbritishcoinhunt.com, and use the voucher code FIVER. Oh, there we go. Just as I said, you can see Global has got the bid of 12 in first. So that'll be sorted for you, Global. Yeah, and you get £5 off. So effectively, Amanda, you can get some 50p coins for nothing. I think, I'm just going to check. I think Steve Fraser should be live now. And if he is live, I can do one. Yep, it would appear Steve is live. He certainly is. So thank you all for tuning in. I know it was a real quick one today. I'm going to send that email across now, Global, to get that sorted for you. And thank everybody else for tuning in, and go and see Steve now. I may be back on later this evening if nobody else is around, but otherwise I'll see you tomorrow. So bye.